I want to thank you very much for coming to our performance tonight. Sacred music is the theme of our concert tonight, the second of the spring semester. Professor Mark Aliopoulos will tell you a little bit about the music that will be performed under his direction by the concert choir. But first, please allow me to share with you some information about the works sung by the women's chorus. It is perhaps appropriate to begin this program with an antiphonal chant composed by Hildegard from Bingen. Hildegard, born into a noble family in the Black Forest of Germany late in the 11th century, entered the Benedictine order of nuns at an early age. She was an extraordinary woman for a number of reasons. She defied her bishop and founded her own cloister. She was a healer and a mystic. She toured and preached to the laity, a practice hardly common among even men of the church in the 12th century. And she wrote music, although she had no formal musical training. She is one of the very few composers of liturgical and celebratory chant known to us today. Spiritus Sanctus was composed to be sung at the beginning and end of a psalm, and we will include the Gregorian chant, I will praise you, Lord, with my whole heart, as it would have been sung by Hildegard and her sisters. You will be able to hear the difference between the simple yet beautiful lines of the Church's strict tradition and the joyous spontaneity with its leaps, surges, and unorthodox harmonic language of Hildegard's intuitive gift. Gabriel Fauré, schooled as a composer, organist, and pianist from his youth, was no stranger to the church, and the unison melodies of his messavats have the same sweet spiritual power as the plain song with which he was probably familiar. Fauré spent some time revising his messavats, and the 15 years between the piece's inception and the final product, composed in 1907, were ones of dramatic change in Fauré's professional life. He was finally able to secure the position of head organist at one of the most important churches in Paris, and also the directorship of the famous conservatory. The Messavats, or Low Mass, since it does not include Gloria, was probably composed for a church service and is scored for women's voices and organ. Tonight, you will hear it with an accompaniment of flutes chosen from the FIU flute choir and cello. We're very grateful to have the assistance of these excellent musicians, and you will be able to hear the complete ensemble under the direction of its founder, Alyssa Bukowski, in an instrumental selection before the women's choir continues. For our final selection, we will travel compositionally forward and liturgically backward to the choral hymns of the Rig Veda by Gustav Holst. The Rig Veda is an ancient Indian collection of sacred hymns and is counted among the 4 canonical sacred texts of Hinduism. It contains several mythological and poetical accounts of the origin of the world, hymns praising the gods and ancient prayers for life and afterlife. Holst became interested in Hindu mysticism and spirituality early in his career, and this interest led to the composition of 2 operas and 4 sets of hymns. It is the 3rd set of hymns, scored for women's voices and harp, that we will perform for you this evening. We are honored to be accompanied by Deborah Fleischer on the harp, providing a musical metaphor of the lights of heaven, the waters of the world, a glorious rainbow, and the steps of weary travelers journeying through life and praying for protection, inspiration, and comfort. Holst's harmonic language is more intricate than that of Fauré or Hildegard from Bingen, yet he relies on the same powerful device in delivering his messages of hope and of praise, the unison melody sung by many, resounding through the ages. We hope you enjoyed the performance and look forward to seeing you again in the Wertheim Performing Arts Center.